Hey, what's going on, guys? Kalamazi here, and with 8.1 coming out really soon, I wanted to briefly review the new Titan Residuum currency that is coming in 8.1. In 8.1, you are no longer able to receive Azerite from your weekly cash, but instead will receive Titan Residuum that can be used to purchase specific pieces of Azerite gear. The actual amount of Residuum you receive will be based off of the highest Mythic Plus keystone you completed the previous week. While no official numbers have been released yet pertaining to a weekly cash, it has been mentioned that completing keys above level 10 will give more Residuum, but with diminishing returns tied to them. Thankfully, there are also a few other ways to acquire Titan Residuum outside of your weekly Mythic Plus cash. Any piece of Azerite gear that is acquired after 8.1 is live and its epic quality or higher will both disenchant and scrap down into a specific amount of Residuum based off of its item level. Currently, 340 pieces give 1 Residuum, 355 pieces give 3, 370 pieces are rewarding 12, and 385 pieces are giving a whopping 35 Residuum. Once 8.1 is live, and if Blizzard does not alter the scrap amount from PTR, 400 pieces will be giving 115 Residuum, and 415 pieces will reward 365 Residuum. Thankfully, both disenchanting Azerite pieces and scrapping them both give the exact same amount of Residuum, so enchanters need not worry. The new Warfront also means twice the amount of potential Azerite pieces, as the Battle for Stromgarde Warfront will also be active in 8.1. Completing your incursions, which are also new in 8.1, gives you an even better chance at receiving a high item level piece of gear, which also has a chance of being an Azerite piece, thus giving you more Residuum. Mythic 0 dungeons are once again relevant, and while they only drop 340 Azerite pieces until the raid goes live, there's also a really small chance of receiving a World BOE or a High Titan Forge or something along those lines from a baseline Mythic boss. As mentioned before, each 340 piece currently melts down into only 1 Residuum, so it's not something that will make or break your progression in 8.1. But if your guild is funneling gear to 1 or 2 specific classes, it's not outside the realm of possibility to receive 15 or more Residuum a week from a full circuit via loot trading. One of the final and most likely most lucrative way to gather Titan Residuum quickly is through Uldir. Azerite gear drops in LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic, which means that if you're really trying to maximize your Residuum before BFD opens, you'll want to complete each difficulty, or as much as you can, each week for more chances at Azerite gear. This also means that most members of LFR probably won't be trading their Azerite pieces anymore though, so just hope you're one of the lucky ones each week. The vendor that sells the new Azerite pieces is located right near the weekly seal vendor for both the Horde and Alliance. You have the option of purchasing random pieces of Azerite gear at item level 355 for 15 Residuum, item level 370 for 50 Residuum, and item level 385 for a total of 165 Residuum. If you're more interested in a specific piece or trait, you can spend a whopping 675 Residuum on a specific helm, chest piece, or pair of Azerite shoulders. There's no actual cap on the amount of Residuum you can hold, but when the 8.1 raid goes live and Mythic Plus Season 2 opens in late January, the prices on these Azerite items will greatly increase as well as their item level. While the actual price has not yet been confirmed, if you aren't in dire need of a specific Azerite piece right now, I would save all the Titan Residuum you can for when the 415 pieces are released in late January. Seeing as how the scrap amount you receive back from the 400 and 415 pieces greatly increases in 8.1, I would imagine that the vendor items are going to follow suit and be somewhere around 6,500 or so Residuum for max level targeted gear. I have to admit that I'm a pretty big fan of this new system. I think it does address many issues that the Azerite system had on launch, but I'm also a bit worried in the sense that it might be a tad too powerful. With the addition of the 5th Azerite trait ring, it feels like player power level is going to be much higher than it was on launch, and with most likely 2 major patches left after 8.1, I'm wondering how the system will continue to evolve. I would really recommend saving your Titan Residuum until the raid launches in late January, unless you really want or need a specific piece for some reason. Having access to the 5th ring and a 400 or 415 piece ASAP will be extremely powerful, and it would be pretty awful if you're only a few Residuum short because you bought a helm pre-raid. If you guys want to see more WoW content and help support the channel, smash those like, share, and subscribe buttons, as your support really helps. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you on 8.1. Peace.